Hey, welcome to Hanson Speed Shop. Thanks for stopping by today for another one of our cool custom Hot Wheels builds. Today on the bench, we got this custom 53 Caddy. This is an earlier release of this car, and I think I found this actually at a Goodwill fairly recently. It's in this nice light metallic blue color. We're going to get this thing cracked open. Came open pretty easily. This car has come out in quite a few different variations recently, but I don't really care for any of the colors that it's been coming out in. I've never been a huge fan of this particular casting, even though I really like 50s caddies. Like, I wish they'd make a 53 caddy two-door, just a regular like hard top, and not this truck. But these were a real car. This one's had the roof. This casting has been designed with a chopped roof, which is kind of cool, and it's got a nice low stance to it. So we're going to be able to do something cool with this. But what I was going to say is these were a real vehicle back in the day that you could get custom ordered from Cadillac. And I've seen guys back in the 50s and 60s use these as tow vehicles and push vehicles for dragsters and gassers and drag cars. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going to do with this thing. We're going to get rid of this little soapbox derby car in the back, and then maybe put some slicks back there, or maybe even like a tonneau cover. Do some different wheels on it. I might even put a little push bar up front. Detail out the chassis and just make kind of a cool tow vehicle, 50s custom out of this thing. So that should be pretty cool, a little bit different. And we'll get this thing torn apart and see what we're working with, and then we'll go from there. All right, gang, so we got our 53 Caddy pickup all torn apart, and here's all the pieces for it: windshield, chassis, body. These are the wheels I decided to go with, which are just these chrome Matchbox wheels. I think it'll just kind of give it a nice classic 1950s kind of look. And then I found, well, I'll show you, I cut the soapbox derby car out of the back of the truck, which leaves this notch out in the bed. And then I talked about maybe putting some slicks back there, so I found these, a matching pair of slicks with rims on them in my junk box, and both tires will fit perfectly in this little notch here in the back of the truck. So that's going to be really cool. And then basically all I need to do now is I'm going to detail the interior out. Not sure, probably maybe like a nice white interior would look nice with this blue. And then just detail out the underside of this chassis, put the wheels on, and I'm gonna make a little push bar on the front, and a couple things on the body like the headlights and taillights, and a couple trim pieces to detail out. But that's going to be basically what I'm doing for this build. So I think the next time you guys will see this thing should be at the final unveil, so we'll check it out there. Alright, gang, time for the final unveil of our custom 53 Cadillac push truck. Fairly simple build, but it turned out really cool. Just kind of gave this thing some more detailing, wheel swap, and turned out really cool. I'm really happy with it. First thing that we did was added some Matchbox wheels to it. We detailed out the headlights and taillights on the car, and then I got rid of that little soapbox derby car that was in the bed of the truck. And then I threw in a couple old racing slicks, which is pretty cool. I did the interior, a nice white and black two-tone. Came out looking really nice. And then I detailed out all of these spears on the tailgate, and you can see the taillights. The door handles were shaved, obviously, so there wasn't anything to do there. Just really kind of a neat looking truck now. And then my favorite detail on the thing is I gave it a little push bar up front, and that's actual real mahogany veneer. So it's a real wood push bar, and I painted the around it to look like it's on like a metal backing plate, so that's pretty cool. And then underneath, we'll take these slicks out, so these are, you know, removable. We detailed out the whole chassis, and well, we detailed out the base in a satin black, and I did the rear end in the rear leaf springs gloss black. Detailed out the engine in Cadillac blue, and then did the exhaust and gas tank in a nice silver. So just kind of wanted the bottom to look kind of factory, I guess. We could put our slicks back in here. But I just wanted like a really neat, you know, kind of 50s push car, and I'm really happy with this thing. It turned out really cool. Just a couple, you know, simple little details, and it really, you know, made this into a neat little truck. So comment below, let me know what you think of the Cadillac. Give it a thumbs up if you really dig it. If you dig this or any of the other builds, or you want to see more cool stuff. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. That'd be super awesome. But if you'd like to stick around for some more pictures of the truck, but that should be pretty cool. I'll do a couple of pictures of maybe pushing some drag cars up here on my drag strip. But that's going to about do it for this one. So until next time, get out, get your hands dirty, work on your own projects, stay cool, and we'll see you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.